Are we good to go?
Paw Patrol. Yeah,
Lovely.
Class traders.
they're truly a libertarian cause celebrity because they do everything for free, but no one in Adventure Bay relies on the government. So it is the best of both worlds. It is just people doing critical services that should be collectivist out of the goodness of their own puppy hearts.
So true libertarianism, which is socialism.
True libertarianism requires the de facto enslavement of pups with superpowers. Yeah. It would change the balance a little bit.
Greetings, ladies, gentlemen, and others. Today you find us three weary travelers on a never-ending dirt road that lines the border between greatness and absolute garbage. A pilgrimage that all great fans must one day travel down, but today it is our turn.
I thought you were just describing Dixon Road in Toronto.
I might have been. But today it is our turn. We will ask many questions and receive many answers, and today's answer is absolutely no one. I'm Tristan.
I'm Miles.
I'm Geoff.
And we are Quest for the Best. To start off this episode today, we have a question of the week. And our question for the week comes to us from Thew on Bluesky. What is your favorite game turned into an anime?
Ooh, that's a good question to skeet at us.
It's still tweet.
So
it's a universal.
It's skeet.
No.
If we take the textual reading, what is our favorite game that just happened to get turned into an anime, not worrying about the quality of the anime regardless? However, I think if I'm being extremely pedantic and they are just asking, what is our favorite anime adaptation of a video game?
I mean, it's Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Probably.
It's like not even close for me.
Do you count that though? Because
yes.
Is the question asking an adaptation of a game as in like the game's narrative? Cyberpunk Edge Runners is not V.
No, I mean
it's its own story within the world.
No, it's always an adaptation of the game as long as the gameplay is being connected to by the story and the action of the show. Which like Cyberpunk Edge Runners absolutely sells you a Sandevistan build.
Okay, well then
and or mono wire hacking.
Well then,
as just
by that logic, if you're going to do that, I'm going to do Arcane,
and then I'm going to do Sonic Underground.
Oh, excellent choices. I mean, we've already established that French cartoons are anime. So
yes, we have. Yes.
So yeah,
the royal we.
So you two pick French anime. I pick the best video game adaptation ever made.
I thought you were just going to say the best anime ever made, in which I would have less of an issue with it. The best video game adaptation ever made is absolutely Postal by U-Bowl.
You haven't even seen it. I just told you about the 9/11 scene.
I literally, Geoff walked me
Take
through
your
the
shots,
first
everybody.
5
It's
minutes.
the 9/11 reference for the episode.
Geoff walked me through the first 5 minutes of Postal because I had never seen it before, never played the game. I just am aware of the reputation, and I cannot wait to watch the first 5 minutes of it and then pass out drunk.
So the best way to watch Postal. But I think Edge Runners is the best video game adaptation of all time. Like the way it integrates the world of the games so seamlessly into its story, like it just looks like really cool anime backgrounds, and then you like play the game and you're like, oh damn, it's actually just the entire game world in the anime. Which, you know, as folks who've grown up on Pokemon, is a big upgrade over just the random tree backgrounds that those are pretty
representative of both. And the first time I went to Tokyo, I'm like, oh, the landscape around like the Kyoto or the Johto or the Kyoto region in Pokemon is pretty well just very plain grasses and very plain trees. Like I always thought that was like kind of like a moment of laziness, but no, it just
Johto is a little like that. Yeah,
Johto feels a little more like the area around Osaka,
Kyoto,
Nara, Kyoto.
And Tokyo's like, I mean, you don't see those open plains anymore because Tokyo's like
you do when you if you're a pleb like myself and you have to take a plane into Narita, you see a lot of those plains.
Oh yeah, you do see a lot of the empty plains on the way out of Narita. That's true. But
unlike people that are not a pleb and went into Haneda.
I'm very happy for you. You're welcome.
That was more luck, and you know it.
Yeah,
There was luck that I got a cheap flight into Haneda.
Man, it's so much better to fly through Haneda.
It is.
Oh, man. I don't mind going through Narita because the airport's nice. But like...
Getting...
Also, the pseudo Inaka between Narita and Tokyo is kind of nice.
So if in a world where it is only a 3-hour flight, I would actually be super down to just have that hour-long train ride between Narita Airport and Tokyo proper.
But when it's an 8-hour flight
or longer,
11-hour flight, sir.
Yeah.
For me, at least, I am not pleased to be doing literally anything else.
Yeah,
ever.
Yeah, you just wanna collapse into your hotel immediately. But no, like Pokemon, I guess
Pokemon's pretty good.
Yeah, Pokemon's backgrounds are representative. I mean, Pokemon is the longest running video game adaptation of all time.
And Pokemon I Choose You captures the feeling of the movie, captures the feeling of playing the game extremely well.
It does.
And not as well as Pokemon Adventure.
No,
the manga.
No, but
still.
Listen, we're never getting our Pokemon Adventure adaptation as much as I would. That would
kill
be
for it.
So that would be the best anime adaptation of a video game.
If
we
it
got
existed.
Pokemon Adventure,
if Pokemon Adventure,
it'd be Ruby Sapphire arc would be the best.
Oh man,
and that would also be the biggest delta between the quality of a video game because that's the worst gen of Pokemon by like a country mile, and then they make it the best arc of the manga. Gen 3 is trash. Fight me.
I'm not saying Gen 3 isn't trash. I'm saying like Scarlet Violet, Sword and Shield.
That would require me to know anything about those and have been willing to play them. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually more
I'm
more on Geoff with that, if only because Emerald slaps.
Emerald does slap really hard, and like
Ruby Sapphire, yeah.
Emerald, no, but at the same time, like the vibes of Hoenn are so nice. Like it's just when you like ride your bike over a puddle. And it like you see your reflection and
yeah,
you have
get
like
that
the
in Gen 4 too.
Track. Yeah, but
pretty much
on
every
a
Gen
Game Boy
after
Advance, you know,
it was a big deal back then.
It was a big deal, and that like opening cutscene where like the little dewdrop falls off of the leaf. Man, that is some good sprite animation. You gotta give them that.
I just think about Nuzlocke when I think of Gen 3 now, because that's the only redeeming factor of Gen 3 other than the manga adaptation. But yeah, that would be my choice if we had it. I love Street Fighter 2 as well, by the way. That's a great movie. And again, captures the feeling of the video game.
Street Fighter 2, the American movie?
The anime.
Oh, the anime.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because that's what we're talking about. Anime adaptations of video games.
Okay,
but the movie is also pretty good.
We're talking about a lot.
I'm just saying, Raul Julia as M. Bison is iconic.
Of course.
So the thing with Street Fighter is you're winning no matter what if you've got Street Fighter movie.
I mean, if like fighting game adaptations almost feel like cheating because none of that... They don't have to be very good adaptations of the story to absolutely slap. The Fatal Fury anime is so fun. I feel like they did a Tekken anime at one point, and that
the Blaze Blue anime wasn't.
No, Arc System Works ones are cursed because Arc System Works actually has good stories in their games, and therefore, when they get adapted, it just sucks.
I mean, there's also Uma Musume.
I mean, the other thing is like Cyberpunk Edgerunners answers my question, answers the question also if it's favorite video game that got turned into an anime.
Yeah,
because like
so you're biased.
I mean, I prefer Cyberpunk over playing LOL as much as I love Arcane.
Yeah,
I don't like playing League of Legends.
Like League of Legends.
No,
huh?
I don't. Hot take. What a very uncommon opinion for someone to have.
You know what's really funny about Arcane in that regard?
What?
So there are a lot of people who are like, oh, this is just a commercial for the game. They're just trying to get more people to play the game. One, that's not quite how these kind of things work. It's more about like kind of building up the IP as a larger thing and making an ecosystem and making it more of a 360 brand.
Making people care about the characters outside of their favorite.
And it's not like League of Legends had much of a... It had lore, but not an out-and-out
lore.
No,
it had insane...
No, it has lore. I'm not saying... I did not say it does not have lore. It doesn't have out-and-out lore.
It has Wikipedia lore.
Yes.
Yeah. It has like a colossal company-made wiki that you have been able to like...
You can read
about
it if you want.
There's like several novels worth of text on just like
and
all
actual
of the
novels
characters.
As well.
Yeah, and actual novels. And like the thing is, nobody cared about any of that until Arcane came out.
Well, here's the thing.
And then suddenly everybody cared about that.
Yeah.
And this is my point, which is that Arcane, in fact, was probably bad for getting new players to League because if you liked Arcane, you had good taste. Therefore, you are fundamentally incompatible with playing League of Legends.
But they have all the League of Legends story games out now that are like different genres that let you live in that world without having to play League of Legends, which is
good. Yeah, but they still have the same like art design. I can't stand the art design of any of those games. I don't. That's
like the one thing I like about Riot Games is their art direction.
No, it kind of like it reminds me of like the World of Warcraft. I would have played it if it looked good. It just like looked like the wrong kind of cartoony, like the worst possible mix of realism and cartooniness. Like go one way or the other, or if you're going to do both, be good at it.
Because it doesn't age very well. If you're going to do cartoon, you need to go full Wind Waker.
I'm not a big WoW guy, but like I will go to the hilt for WoW's art style because like legitimately it is an absolutely ingenious level of optimization for making the game playable on as many hardware SKUs as possible.
I mean, it
while
also
still
helps
having a consistent aesthetic across all of those experiences.
I'd rather play RuneScape 2 visually,
it helps that WoW has been around for so long that yes, you can play it on everything because anything that you can get nowadays has been around since before WoW.
No. Like even at launch, one of WoW's biggest strengths is that it ran on everything, which is why people were, like if you
because it didn't require a graphics card.
But if you were picking it versus EverQuest 2 versus any of the stuff that was coming out back then, like all of the other MMOs were going for like super high graphical fidelity. And WoW went for this like very clean cartoony art style that like, I mean, the bigger problem with WoW's art style is that every other free-to-play MMO out of Korea specifically just like yoinked WoW's art style and
WoW clone is a description for a reason.
Or
did the anime thing.
Or they look like crappy anime games. Although the anime games are looking really good these days.
I was about to say there were I forget which Korean MMO I played in high school, but there was one that looked good.
Maple Story?
No.
Yeah. There's a really good one I just did a sponsorship for on Mother's Basement called Crystal of Atlan, which is like it's like a character action game MMO, but like it looks as good as like Genshin or whatever.
But they're not paying us for this.
No. They're not paying us for this, so don't go play it if you're watching this. But maybe
unless watch Geoff's video first.
Yeah, then
use code Mother's Basement and then
click my link on my Kakegurui video, and go check that out. Or not Kakegurui, sorry, Bet. That's a big difference. This is going to be like 3 months from then. Whatever. Whatever.
Time.
I man, the anime style of early like mid 2000s, 2010s Korean MMOs was so bad.
I really wish I could remember the name of the one I liked. But
I mean, well,
Fly for Fun.
Yeah, but for a long time, the whole like graphical fidelity was a thing, while also trying to yoink the gameplay mechanics of World of Warcraft, and that is why Final Fantasy XIV
changed the world.
1.0 was absolute garbage.
That because it was just trying to be WoW?
No. Because from a gameplay perspective, yes, it is trying to be WoW. But from a graphical perspective, they're like, we're going to make the best looking freaking game ever. We're going to have this potted plant that has more polygons than the player character. Very well known, and that's a joke within the community. It is so poorly optimized. You can't jump in 1.0.
Oh, before Realm Reborn?
Before Realm Reborn. I'm talking about 1.0.
No, like I remember people, I didn't play it at the time, but I remember people talking about like how like the areas between major cities like felt like Dynasty Warriors maps.
They were tunnels.
Yeah, it was.
No, like in one of the major cities of the game, there is a giant gate where in nowadays, there's a little thing that you can click on to enter the gate and do the zone transfer. Before, it was a big closed gate, and then you had to go through a side tunnel to exit the city. The side tunnel was the loading tunnel that you would walk through to let the game load while all you saw was this big empty tunnel.
Because that's so much better than a loading zone.
Precisely.
Was it? That one was like farmed out to like an outside studio, right? If
that
I remember
part
correctly.
I don't remember. Well, because most of the creative staff of 1.0 was the staff from 11. Who was just like, hey, we know how to make a successful MMO. We're just going to do a lot of that, but with better graphics.
Okay.
Without really paying attention to what MMOs have done in the years since Final Fantasy XI came out.
Yeah.
That was a problem.
Man, we're talking a lot about not anime.
Not
video
what the
games
question actually was.
I'm surprised that none of us said Valkyria Chronicles. Even though the anime sucks.
We talked about this last night.
But it's just okay. That's the thing.
It is the most meat and potatoes fantasy anime ever.
Yeah.
And I really like the main girl a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's great in the game too, which I haven't played apparently, but I love her in the anime.
I mean, the game has probably the most beautiful and heart-wrenching depiction of the Holocaust that I have seen in any video game.
With cel-shaded graphics.
With cel-shaded graphics and anime waifus.
Yeah. Which also means because it's cel-shaded, it still holds up.
Yeah, I mean, Valkyria... Like, the thing I remember being most upset about with the Valkyria Chronicles anime was that they didn't just take the graphics from the video game and put them on TV. Because, like, it would have been better. It would have no, like, they did such a cool... You haven't played it, so they did this really cool thing with the graphics where they like didn't just cel shade it after anime, but they made it look like a watercolor painting.
Oh no, I've seen the reviews.
Yeah. Well, I
saw the G4 review of it.
The thing that's like burned into so that the rendering style, there's like a paper frame on everything that you do, and you only see the outlines of characters and buildings that are past the edge of the paper frame, which is really cool. And then the opening cutscene of the game is still burned into my brain because it starts with like sketching all of the lines of the image, and then the color fills in, and then it seamlessly transitions into in-engine.
Every frame is literally a painting.
Yeah, every frame is a painting in Valkyria Chronicles. It's insanely beautiful. That sold both of us a PS3. That game specifically sold both of us a PS3.
I mean, it also helped that the PS3 was my first Blu-ray player, and I kind of needed one.
Yeah.
That's the helpful bonus. But gameplay-wise, yes, Valkyria Chronicles. Because at the time, it's now on Steam, and I've played it on Steam, but for a very long time, it was a PS3 exclusive. And that sucked.
It did suck.
Can I give some flowers to some other anime adaptations?
Sure. Go ahead.
So the Tales series has a bunch of very good anime adaptations, like Tales of Fantasia.
The Tales of Fantasia anime does rip pretty hard. The OVAs.
If you were gonna,
I'm not going to say Symphonia.
If you were going to say Symphonia, I would literally hit you over the head with this. As someone who dearly loves Symphonia as a game,
it is one of my favorite games. Personality that you loved Symphonia.
Symphonia is
that was your personality in high school.
It was.
I mean,
this isn't my entire personality.
Symphonia has really good anime cutscenes from Production IG.
It does. And then they went to the anime and they were like, yeah, let's condense an 80-hour game into 4 episodes. Brilliant move.
I mean, Fantasia kind of does that too, but it works a lot better.
Well, the game is much simpler.
Yeah, it's a much simpler story.
Symphonia's story is not simple.
The Zestiria Zillia anime,
that's what I'm saying.
those
Zestiria
really
is a good anime.
You know, like Ufotable went to town with that.
Yeah.
I also really like. It's not a full anime adaptation, but I really like the side story OVA for Vesperia, which is still like the best Tales game.
It's the most fun I've had playing a Tales game.
Vesperia?
Yeah. Because the co-op on it was really...
I mean, the co-op on it is really good. Like, later ones make single player better because you can switch between the characters. But yeah, the co-op in Vesperia is so good. And then the characters are so great. And my favorite little tidbit is... So, in the previous game, Tales of the Abyss, the main character was played by Yuri Lowenthal.
Yeah.
And they loved him so much... that they named the main character of Vesperia Yuri Lowell after him. But then because in their last game they cast that guy, they couldn't cast the same guy. So he ends up being played by Troy Baker. And I mean, Troy Baker's really good as Yuri.
That's hilarious.
It is really funny.
Persona 5 was great. I'm grateful for the Persona 5 anime because it made me not replay the game.
Okay.
It's basically just a let's play. I mean,
yeah.
Oh, it's a let's play of the first third of the game, basically, and then it goes way too fast. The problem is the first third of the game is the worst third of the game.
Yes, it is.
I mean, so it's really frustrating.
I think Persona and SMT has maybe the worst hit rate of any
Don't people
game
like
series.
3?
No, the 3 movies.
The 3 movies,
okay.
Yeah. I like Golden. I like the Golden.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Persona 4 The Golden is a fun little slice of life thing that fits in really nicely with having played the game.
Yes.
Persona 4 the animation, not as good.
It's good.
It
got me to play the game.
Okay, that's fair. Persona 4 I would put Persona 4 below the Persona 3 movie, above the Persona 5 anime for sure. But then everybody forgets about probably one of the worst tie-in anime of all time.
Phantasy Star Online.
No, actually, no. Phantasy Star Online 2, like surprisingly insane TV show. No, like have you seen it?
I watched 4 episodes and I'm like, this is good.
It's a stealth reverse isekai.
They go to Sega University and
they go to Sega. Yeah, they have like a statue of Sonic the Hedgehog.
And is the principal Sagata Sanjiro?
Yeah, no, it's so like it's so. But then like.
And they have to protect the university from like the MMO threat.
No, like 6 episodes in, you find out this MMO they've been playing is a portal to a parallel universe and like real people from it and like monsters. It's like actually an insane anime. But no, it's
Star Ocean.
Yeah, but you're trying to it is kind of that
it is kind of
but only the worst Star Ocean that ruined Star Ocean. Sorry, we're getting off what I wanted to say, and I understand why you don't want me talking about Persona Trinity Soul.
So you said you wanted to give flowers to things. Were there anything else that you wanted? Because if not, I have one last thing, at least.
I just wanted to say Batten Kato's anime win, Skies of Arcadia anime win.
Skies of Arcadia anime would be so good.
Skies of Arcadia
Valkyria Chronicles
or re-release when? I'll take that.
Skies of Arcadia has been there's been some kind of HD thing in the works because there's been a Sega registered a copyright for a website or something.
That doesn't mean anything. We can be hopeful.
But anyway, Persona Trinity Soul.
No. So we're also forgetting one very specific type of video game, which means that actually one of the best video game to anime adaptations of all time is Steins Gate.
Yeah. I mean, visual novels feel like cheating, though.
They do. And in fairness, they do.
And it's like the only thing that makes me not want to say that is how many of them are terrible.
Yeah.
Like, because they're all based on dating sims and they all try to put every single route into a harem situation.
This is why Steins Gate is great, because it doesn't do that.
Except for, of course, the greatest dating sim adaptation of all time.
Grisaya.
School Days.
So for our side quest today, what's our side quest today?
Our side quest today.
Wait. We gotta.
No, we really don't.
I'm just trolling you, but like Rage of Bahamut Virgin Soul, it's basically.
Oh my God, no!
It's basically Pirates of the Caribbean, the anime.
No, we could definitely talk about Rage of Bahamut for another 20 minutes alone.
Yeah. He got a little bit heated about Persona Trinity Soul, followed by School Days.
Goddamn freaking School Days. I told you. You remember. It's a thing.
The lore. It's great.
People need to forget about it. It doesn't exist. All that you need to remember is that it has a very, very nice boat.
The nicest boat.
The nicest boat. I didn't tell you that story, Chloe. I should tell you that at some time. But anyway, our side quest for today is another wonderful, if you did not tell by the wonderful little buttons that are going to annoy the heck out of us.
I'm going to keep it away from the mic.
We are doing a trivia side quest today, specifically one that'll be very, very beneficial to anybody who is listening because it is all audio based.
Ooh, okay.
So what we are going to do today is I have a Spotify playlist full of music from anime. These musics are not OPs or EDs.
Insert songs?
Insert songs, instrumental. The only exception I have to potentially OPs is if it's a film, because that's a bit different.
And you don't hear those as often.
You don't hear that as often. Virtually,
many piano covers from shoujo animes of the OPs?
They're not piano covers. They are the legit things.
I love piano covers of OPs.
So the vast majority of everything that we have came from your 2 lists.
Oh no.
This is going to be bad.
Foolish.
I will hopefully at least recognize all the Kenji Kawai stuff because I've been thinking about it and I stand by my statement that Kenji Kawai is the greatest to ever do it as out of anime. No, let's be for real. You think about Patlabor, you think about
I do think about Patlabor.
You think about Patlabor all the time. You think about Ghost in the Shell all the time. Mm-hmm. Think about Mob Psycho 100.
Think about a lot of Kenji Kawai
stuff. I think he might be the greatest to ever do it.
Okay.
Anyway.
So,
I hope I recognize this stuff now.
We do have, or we will be having a bonus round for each of you. And the bonus round is not buzzer related. I have a solo bonus round for each of you, which may be the greatest idea or the worst idea I've ever had. We're going to find out. Now, Miles, are you ready? No. Jeff, are you ready?
Not even a little bit.
Lock in. Here is song numero uno. Jeff.
That is Mobile Suit Gundam.
That is Mobile Suit Gundam.
That is Char's theme from Mobile Suit Gundam.
Bravo, 1 point. You are keeping track of these. Good, because I'm not. Anyway, song number 2. Geoff.
Death Note.
Death Note. Very good. How you doing, Miles?
Fastest finger first, right?
Yep. Fastest finger first. You might like this one.
Speedgrapher?
No. Do you know it, Geoff?
I'm blanking on it.
Okay. That was from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Diamond is Unbreakable.
Oh! See, it's always guys talking over that song.
I have failed.
I do feel like a failure.
That
for
feels
one.
like a failure. Now, for this next one, I am going to say that when it comes to your answers, I will always accept if you know roughly the franchise of where something comes from. So if you did guess JoJo there, I would have given you the point, even if you couldn't identify that it was Diamond is Unbreakable.
Mm. Yeah,
yes,
yeah. No,
it
it super is. Now that I'm like listening to it, I'm like,
it is. But if one of you gets the franchise, but the other one knows the actual specific, if you are more
you
specific,
can steal the point.
You will get the point.
Okay, point stealing.
Here we go.
Oh,
Part 2.
Of?
Lupin. Come on.
Do you know? Would you want to be any more specific? It is not part 2.
It's Part 4.
It is not part 4.
Part 3.
It is not part 3.
5.
It's not part 5.
Part 1.
It is not part 1. I'm still going to give you the point because you got
Castle of
Lupin the Third.
Cagliostro.
No.
Ah, damn.
It is from Lupin the Third, the First.
Which is not on either of our lists.
Yes, it is. Wasn't it not?
No.
Oh.
I should have buzzed that one. I knew it was Lupin.
I was trying to get the right part because I'm like, that sounds modern, but it also sounds like it's trying to not be modern, and it could just be Part 2, and it's just a like.
But that actually does make sense that it would be Lupin the Third, the First. Then,
yes,
yeah, that
it never would have crossed my mind.
Mm.
Well, you still got the point. Congrats.
Yeah,
Good.
Good.
Lock in, please.
Nope.
Oh.
I'm double checking because another oh, it's not going to show me on mobile. That is from Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Cool. I haven't watched that anime all the way through.
I mean, the thing is,
it's
like,
really good. I like what I watched. I'll finish
the
it
songs
soon.
that stick with you from Cyberpunk Edge Runners are the ones that are on the radio.
It's 6 episodes.
That's true.
It's 8 episodes.
This is what I have.
Or is it 10? It might be 10.
So, ignoring, of course, the OP and the ED of Cyberpunk Edge Runners, that song is the most listened to song on Spotify from the soundtrack.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I can group to that. I can just put that on for work.
Yeah. No, I mean, it sounds like something I'd put on Vexelstrom while I'm killing dudes.
Yep.
Cool. But yeah, I like that one. Doesn't that, to me, it's like really want to stay at your house. Any of the ones with lyrics.
I try to avoid the things that would be super obvious,
Mhm.
but maybe I should do something very obvious like this next one.
I fucked up.
You gotta give an answer, Miles.
You both know this.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I've listened to this on YouTube Music in the last 2 months.
while working on something. Yeah. No, that's
All right, quick guess.
it's definitely not Cowboy Bebop.
No.
All right, that's from Lucky Star.
You did that
Yeah.
I haven't watched Lucky Star.
Well, that's your problem.
It is my problem.
Okay, hold on. That's not an excuse. The music from Lucky Star is just internet culture from our era. So if you don't know the Lucky Star background music, or just that was a Lucky
That's
Channel
the Lucky
music.
Channel theme. It's
Yeah.
in every episode, so I thought it was good.
No,
Yeah.
it's a very good one. That's explains why it would be in one of my playlists. I'm like, cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Next one. A bit quieter. You know it, don't you? You both know it, don't you? 90s.
The thing is, I can visualize it. I'm gonna say something wrong.
Then buzz it.
So wrong that I won't feel bad about getting it wrong.
Okay.
Wolf's Rain.
No.
So it's 90s?
90s.
Is
Random guess or pass?
Escaflowne?
No. Berserk 97.
Damn it! Oh, yeah.
Haven't seen it. It's fine.
There you go. I've only seen it once.
It is one of, as I said, pretty much everything here is on one of your two lists.
Yeah.
And if it's not, I will let you know. All right, lock in. Do you want a hint?
It's Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist.
No, it's
or-
Brotherhood sounding.
Is it Brotherhood?
It sounds like Brotherhood comparatively.
I guessed Full Metal
You
Alchemist.
did guess
can't-
Full Metal
yeah,
Alchemist. It is Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
That is Mayhews's.
That's Death of the Undying or something.
It is Requiem for the Brigadier General.
Requiem for the Brigadier General. But I mean, it's got the same leitmotif as Death of the
It
Undying.
does. It does.
But
this is the one. This is the one that everybody knows.
No. Yeah. As soon as like the melody kicked down, I was like, that's FM.
All right.
I mean,
so,
I'm 15 years away from my most recent FMA watch, so like,
This
feel pretty
podcast is going to change that.
it is. It is. All right. So bonus round number 1. This is for Geoff.
Okay.
You don't
Hello,
need your
Geoff.
buzzes for this, Miles. You are not involved. So if you do know the answer to what we're about to explain and do, don't tell Geoff unless you want him to get the point. So here's how this bonus round is going to work, Geoff. There are 2 points available to you for this. I am going to play you a snippet of a song that is not from an anime. Your 2 points are A, if you can tell me where the song is from, but there is a vocalist who is in this song. I would like you, if you can, to tell me what anime this vocalist also lends their voice to.
Okay. Oh, that's going to be hard.
I was right, yeah.
Man, I'm like,
You don't even know where it's from?
it's not hitting for me.
So I will tell you the first one, if that might help, and we can
no.
move into the second one.
No, that
The reason why this is his bonus question, not yours, is because I told you.
is it a video game?
No, not a video game. It is a very, very well-regarded film from 2003. I think it's 2003. Yeah, pretty sure it's 2003.
Pretty sure it's
Wasn't it 2003?
2.
2002.
Doesn't matter.
Around then.
Like my brain's going to Spider-Man, but
It's not, unfortunately. So
Spider-Man.
that
No.
song is from Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
Oh,
It won
now-
an Oscar in 2003. That's where you're getting it.
That's probably where I'm getting it from.
Mm.
Yeah, because I thought Fellowship was 2001. Two Towers would have been 2002.
Either way.
Either way. So, do you recognize the vocalist at all? Because this vocalist, that little boy, gave his voice to an anime that is in your top 25.
That we've talked about recently.
Like as a voice actor?
As a
No, as a vocalist for music. He's not a
Oh.
voice actor, but he has given his voice to music before.
So he's sung in an anime in my top 25.
If it helps, his voice is in the OP for this anime.
My brain's just not on this right now. He's in the OP for the anime.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in
If you don't know it, that's fine.
yeah, no, I can't sort musical information right
Okay.
now.
Oh wait, I missed up my performance of the picking of songs. But you do, you do recognize this. There's the little boy.
Yeah. Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell
Standalone
Standalone Complex.
Okay.
I didn't know how difficult that was going to be, but
I haven't watched Lord of the Rings movies enough times to like have
Fair
the whole
enough.
soundtrack in my brain. And,
all right. So
And I don't. I was trying to like narrow down.
There's some intense trivia.
And,
Like,
and
it
the thing is like the Adia Glories OP of Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex is like
something you skip every time, I know.
I don't skip it every time.
I'm kidding.
I got a request to do an analysis video on it at very early in my career, and I didn't know how to do it because it's like there's not that much to analyze in it, but
fair enough.
it is a banger.
Buzzers, please. I will say, this is on something that both of you would agree is on both of your lists, and it will be embarrassing if neither of you get this point.
I can't wait.
Here we go. It is the main theme of its show.
Oh, I know. I'm so excited to be embarrassed. I'm so excited to be embarrassed.
Do neither of you know?
No, it's not Mushoku Tensei.
It's not Mushoku Tensei.
Yes, Mushoku Tensei, famously Miles' favorite anime.
The music rips, and you have to admit that it's a very good anime.
That would require me to care enough to watch season 2, yeah.
So, we passing?
I'm passing.
Jeff?
I'm ready to be embarrassed.
Yeah.
Hook me up
just
with
embarrass us.
So, this is from Dungeon Meshi.
There we go.
Oh, Dungeon Meshi. Which is embarrassing because we haven't done it on the podcast. That is the main theme from Dungeon Meshi.
So here's the thing with that.
Okay.
I could have just mathed that out of thinking things that are in common with me and Geoff that have that kind of twee aesthetic and are definitely made within the last 10 years.
Okay.
Which is what I had basically sussed out. And if I had just done the
step further.
But you didn't do it.
But I didn't. No. The thing is, when I heard him say Dungeon Meshi, I'm like, I am very embarrassed.
I am also very embarrassed, yeah.
And I feel like a fake anime fan right now. Definitely listen to our opinions, because this is a quest for the best with the best opinions of anime ever, who can't even name their favorite song soundtracks. This is going to be a great little clip out for people who want to besmirch our good reputation.
Yeah. We're like handing the haters free ammo
Okay.
We
right now.
suck.
I did make a very long playlist, so I am trying to skip through things that now hopefully I'm adjusting the difficulty on the fly. And here's the next song. I'm going to pull a Yazy and say that one of you have guessed this tonight already.
Why does that make it harder?
I know, doesn't it?
Escaflowne.
I was in that hot seat.
Oh, yeah.
Escaflowne.
Division of Escaflowne. Yes.
Yeah.
So
I was,
Congratulations.
I forgot to buzz. That's how I was.
All right.
We're doing this first thing in the morning on.
We are.
On,
I did say tonight, but it is this morning.
On just after watching the next episode's content.
All right. Lock in.
See, I just hear the first motif and I'm like, I'm going to be disappointing a lot of my friends and family.
Initial D?
No, not Initial D. Earlier than that.
Yeah. So this is, I was going to say Megazone 2-3, but it's not Megazone 2-3 because it's not on our lists. But it is of that era. It's not Bubblegum Crisis because I know all those songs. And also, I don't think I put Bubblegum Crisis on my list because I'm a bad person.
This is from the climax of its story.
Yeah, Project Echo.
Not Project Echo.
I don't got it.
This is from Gunbuster.
I'm
were
I'm in the era. Like I was, yeah.
All right.
Do you guys want to see us kill ourselves on camera right now?
This next one is another one where if one of you don't get it, it is going to be embarrassing.
Okay.
Wait, can you say that again to the camera?
This is another one where if neither of them get it, it is going to be embarrassing.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. There you go.
That is actually the opening theme song, though.
It is.
Or it's the ending theme song without the narration and the ending theme song.
It is actually the song that is playing during Aang's Avatar state.
Actually, it's not an anime.
We're not going to get there. So, if that was going to be embarrassing...
You just picked Sonic Underground, motherfucker.
He picked Arcane first. He opened the door.
To the French.
To the French Revolution of anime. Yeah. Everyone should watch Interstellar 5555. Here we go again.
Costs too many fives.
Isn't it 4?
It's 4 fives. Or Beautiful Dreamer.
No.
Keep playing it.
Innocence.
No. You've buzzed it twice.
Keep playing it.
You have to let Geoff get a guess before you can do it again. Geoff, do you know?
No, I don't. Miles.
Palabra 2.
Palabra 2. So the reason why that would have been embarrassing if you didn't get it, because even Geoff has been talking about how great Kenji Kawai's music is.
The Kenji Kawai part was the easy part, but it was just trying to figure out exactly where
it was from.
Yeah, no. Like as soon as I passed it off to you, I was like, the snow scene from Palabra 2. But you deserve to get that one.
We just watched that.
We did.
All right.
You deserve to get that. Did we just watch it? Or was it like 4 months ago?
Still.
I'm an old man now. 4 months ago is nothing.
All right, I'm going to skip over the harder questions that I put in here to trip you guys up because we don't need that.
Yeah, we're tripping plenty on the easy stuff.
We are tripping plenty. All right, this one.
No idea. Doesn't even sound familiar.
It sounds familiar, but
What on Geoff's list has kind of like a fantasy thing going on, but also deals with the sci-fi? I'm
what is it?
Give me one hint. Give me one hint.
Yeah, give us a hint.
Give me a hint. Tristan, we can have a little hint for a treat.
This is the most listened to song from the 2nd season of this show.
Is it a good show?
We think so.
Is it ReZero?
It is ReZero.
Yeah, it's ReZero.
Was it the we think so?
Yeah. No, I was like, it was connecting with my brain somewhere. I definitely remember that melody, but man, I don't know. It's hard to remember background music.
No.
True. Well,
for me.
All right.
Up until today, I would have said no with very defined.
All right. Bonus round time.
Miles.
Mr. Miles.
That's
in the
me.
hot seat.
In your hot seat. This may be as difficult or less difficult. I don't know. It depends on you.
Is it in the hot seat or in the cuck chair?
Well, no, we have 3 chairs
We
here.
have 3 chairs.
You're right.
They're all identical chairs. If anything, technically yours came from the bedroom that was facing the bed.
So I'm in the cuck chair. Okay.
So there is going to be a piece of music that is not from an anime. And you need to identify the anime that was inspired by this, which is the easy part.
And what it's from.
And what it's from, which I think is the harder part. Geoff, if you know, feel free to say it, but you're giving Miles a point. All right, you ready? Here we go.
Okay, so Evangelion is the anime inspired.
Yes.
This is from so I've read this piece of trivia somewhere before and heard this original song in its original format. This is a World War II movie, I think.
No.
Cool, I give up.
Kind of.
Oh, you go. Take
I
it.
think that's from Godzilla, right?
No.
No? Or
No, not at all. So you did get 1 point. Cool. Because you got Evangelion. This is from 007 From Russia with Love.
I love that movie.
I didn't double check whether or not it was on your letterbox. I should have.
yeah.
Yeah, five-star movie. Okay. One of the best movies in the 1960s.
We're going to do 3 more songs. And then we're going to call it. And then we're going to find out. So, song. Yes, get your buzzers, please.
Are you messing with me?
I'm really
Are you
not.
picking the exact songs that are like just on the cusp of what I would actually be able to do?
See, I don't know. There were a lot harder songs on this list because I didn't know what your guys' skill level was going to be or how well the memory was going to go. Because I know that I screw up heavily in these sorts of games, as been proven on this very podcast.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It's early in the morning.
It is early in the morning.
We say as I got like negative points the last time we did this.
True.
On OPs. Yeah.
All right. So are both of you passing then?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's from Toradora.
Cool.
That's from Toradora.
That's Lost My Pieces from Toradora.
So this
yeah.
makes me feel totally fine.
See, I didn't want. Toradora was at the back of my mind, but I was like, I just said Toradora. It can't be Toradora, you know. But I felt the same way about ReZero. So
You did.
Yeah.
You did. Okay, we got 2 left. Here we go.
Rock and roll band. Yeah. This is Penguin Drum. No, it's Sarzanmai.
Which one? Are you
Tarzan
walking
Mine.
in? No.
Locking in.
Miles.
Penguin Drum.
It is from Mamoru Penguin Drum, yes.
You fully locked in and you didn't buzz.
The thing is, I knew immediately I could see the sequence happening immediately.
It's a good sequence.
I visualized it and I'm like, let's wait for the lyrics to come on just to confirm it because I know Jeff's not going to get this one.
I do need to watch more.
Actually, in honesty, this song slaps. Its sequence is amazing. Don't watch the show.
Don't watch Penguin Drum?
It's literally on my list.
I know.
I theoretically have the power to change this.
You do. How do you feel? You got the point.
I feel fine.
Okay.
I feel less ashamed than I should.
Okay, let's go.
All right, we got one left. So, here we go.
You were turning it into.
Yeah, it is. Is it?
No.
It's not Cromartie, is it? It's Cromartie. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the song. That's the song.
I got the point.
We ask many questions on this podcast. And sometimes the answer is Nigen Nate
And
by
sometimes-
Takuro Yoshida.
And
I just
sometimes
can't
the
place
answer-
where I've heard that song before.
Sometimes the answer is.
Thank you for joining us on our side quest today. That was the perfect song to end it on. I'm glad I picked that out to do it. So, producer Chloe.
Geoff won with 7 points. Miles had 4.
Hey, that's not bad.
Good
That
job.
is a respectable difference between the two of you.
Third time's a charm. Fifth time's a charm.
And the great thing is that I only went through like half the playlist, so we could do another one of those later, and I don't even have to prep for it, except I do because all the other ones are probably even harder that you'll not get. So,
I disagree. I feel like your sense of what's hard and what I would actually get are very different.
do you want me to prove you wrong right now?
Not on camera.
That brings us to our main quest for the day, which is an anime that I requested, even though I don't think it's on any of our lists.
It is not. During our discussions, we were trying to come up with various side quests for these episodes, and occasionally we're like, hey, we should do a kill quest of something. So originally,
Yeah.
we said that we were going to do a kill quest of this show until Geoff was like,
No.
I'll have you know.
This one's actually like a contender, and I didn't think of it for my list when we were making the lists.
So it's not on any of our lists.
Right now.
But
Right now.
and I mean, there is, at the time that this episode is releasing, there's a second season dropping, and you
Give or
know,
take.
I like, generally speaking, if I was gonna give it up to any ecchi adjacent, very, very fun, like just cute romance anime, it's definitely in my top 5 for that genre. You know, like maybe top 3. Dress Up Darling, My Dress Up Darling, or Sono Bisque Doll, that's something. But yeah, My Dress Up Darling, a anime about a doll costumer who comes from a long family line of Japanese doll artisans, who is just kind of a weird loner. Doesn't have any friends at school. Makes a friend at school with this very bubbly and cute gyaru named Marin, who loves cosplay. Wants to do cute cosplay, arrow cosplay. Not as much arrow cosplay as that other one where the guy ends up doing photos for his arrow cosplay senpai. But yeah, she just wants to do cute cosplay things. He is a sewing genius.
He's very good at it.
And she's just like, hey, would you make me some costumes? And then very slowly they become friends. It's kind of, and then, you know, they fall in love with each other. And
They go to a love hotel. There's only one bed.
But that's for a photo shoot.
Photo shoot.
No, that's for a photo shoot.
When I came to this hotel room and said, hey, Tristan, there's only one bed. And he's like, this is a video shoot. I'm like, We have to sleep somewhere, Tristan.
And there's a couch right there.
There is.
And yet,
And yet.
I mean, that's just con life.
It's con life.
it's real life.
What I like about this is it's in the same sort of strike zone as a lot of anime that have come out recently about a nerdy guy and like a really hot girl who helps him come out of his shell.
Like the one from like 2 seasons ago, 2.5D dimensional.
2.5. I mean, no, 2.5D seduction. That's actually that's a little different. He hates 3D women, and then he learns to appreciate.
I'm not saying it's a 1-to-1 match,
but
but it's more like in line with the one where the guy's with the girl who has all the different personalities.
that one.
The harem and one girl. Yeah.
The one
pseudo harem.
Yeah, pseudo
Thank
harem.
you, producer
Chloe.
Or I call him like self-help romance. I forget the name. But like
Self-help romance for dummies.
Man, if only I had a beautiful woman who will help me come out of my shell and fix all of my personality flaws.
I mean, yeah.
I too like Bunny Girl Senpai.
No, he's got a great personality.
What?
It's anime doing the manic pixie dream girl.
Yes.
Yeah, it is kind of, but this isn't that, right? Like
No.
for a little bit.
it flirts with it.
I would almost say that Gojo is a little bit more of like a
Pixie Dream Boy.
Pixie Dream Boy, if anything. Yeah, like
Pixie Dream Himbo.
Gojo is actually like an extremely desirable romantic partner, and not just because he's got like mad sewing skills. He's just like a really sweet dude, and he's not an otaku.
No.
Well,
he kind of is.
He's a doll otaku.
But that's just because it's it's from his family, right? You know, it's like his family business. Because
so if you had a family business of selling gunpla,
that's no, but like the thing is, he's got like a very girly hobby / passion, which makes it hard for him to connect with other guys. You know, he's just awkward, so it's hard for him to talk to girls. And like, I don't know, it's got a very, very organic romance that feels like they both. It doesn't just feel like wish fulfillment for a nerd. If anything,
it does.
It's wish fulfillment for Marin the nerd getting.
I think you are
okay
in comparison to other shows. Yes, which is actually why so many people like this show, especially girls like the show, because it is finally one of these male gazy, ecchi adjacent or even just full on ecchi like romances, self-help romances that critically has a main character who's a character and is fully fleshed out
and likable and kind of cute and like debatably like a good partner that some of the girls watching would like.
Yeah.
As opposed to 2.5D seduction, where he's a man who literally just hates meat women. And then
a literal trash panda in a human suit.
But for some reason, his childhood friend who he rejected because she wasn't his anime waifu decided to become a professional model just so that he would look at her, and then they do an erotic photo shoot where he plays the little sister character, or where she plays the little sister character.
No, he played the little sister
character. Yeah, like 2.5D seduction is also like
not good.
No, actually, I would say the anime is not great.
Okay,
but no, the anime is not great. It really lets down the ecchi, which is like the one thing that it should have over Dress Up Darling. Whereas Dress Up Darling has like,
even when it's not being horny, is so hot.
Even when it's but like it's
so hot.
It's just like you're never gonna find a better animated tummy. You're never gonna find better animated booba. I hate using that word, but I don't want to get titties.
Breasts.
You're never gonna titties.
Geoff Thew telling everybody his fetishes in a podcast.
Everybody loves tummy.
Everyone loves tummy.
Everybody loves tummy. If I talked about the armpits, then we'd be.
Let's not shame armpit.
There's also some good dogs in here. I am not a dog appreciator, but like, I mean,
when you say dogs right after all this,
I mean, most horny anime have like really, really intense shots of feet in them,
and you would know.
You would.
So Mr. Tarantino.
I'm a Tarantino movie enjoyer.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
When I don't remember if it was you or me saying this for KillQuest, but immediately the other one of us agreed.
Yes.
Because things for KillQuest are really valuable to me as a conversation point of like what we think is good enough to talk about, and that would be on other people's lists.
Absolutely.
But it's just not on ours.
No.
Like that's kind of what we think of the purpose of a kill quest, because if something even has a chance,
Yeah.
I think it's probably a good idea for us to have a full episode on it, because we're not in a hurry to find the best anime of all time.
Yeah.
This is about the journey, not
It's a quest.
This is about the quest, not the destination.
Yes.
Right. You know, if you want a coffee table book, wait 3 years or whatever. But like,
Yeah.
even after that, like, there's no point where the quest will be completely over in my heart of hearts.
And that's kind of the thing. It's like we did talk and we agreed, we could kill quest this, and we'd be fine kill questing it. At least us, you wouldn't. That's the whole point of why we're doing this as a main quest. But it's not because we hate it.
No, it's because
there might be times where we do a kill quest on things that we're like, no.
But I don't think that's as interesting. Like, I would always want it to be, I would like all of our kill quest things to be things that either people in general would be like a little sad to see go, like Solo Leveling. The Crunchyroll Anime Award winning
the Crunchyroll Anime of the Year, Solo Leveling,
season 1
over Freerun.
Season 1 of
the
Solo
Crunchyroll
Leveling
winner
over Freerun.
of everything it was nominated for, except for opening, because it was in contention with 2. Oh yeah. Okay.
So Solo Leveling, I don't want to do Solo Leveling style kill quests as much as the ones where one of us or two of us are really upset about the fact that it's not
that it's not going to be on the list.
Yeah.
That's, to be honest, the more interesting tension, and also the more interesting thing to talk about, because it's like we'd love to give this show a full episode or this movie a full episode, but it's just not quite there yet.
No.
With My Dress Up Darling, I'm like, wow, good ass anime that I would really like to not see on the list. Like, great anime. Please don't put it on our top 100 for me, right? So
for you,
for me, because when I watched this, one of the problems with our MC Kun here is that he is, I think, just the same old bland protagonist, faceless protagonist in disguise. And I say that, hold on, when it comes to the romance part, not when it comes to the craftsmanship part, which is, there's two different sides of this show. There is the craftsmanship side, which I am obsessed with.
Yes.
I love the just like craftsmanship porn, not specifically even the act of doing it, but just the act of thinking about it and the process part of it. That part is my favorite part.
But
I mean,
in the romance section,
I went Doki Doki in my heart a lot, but I will say he is perfect. He's not a character. He's perfect.
He's too perfect a man.
He has no flaws. Marin, I love Marin because she reminds me of so many women who I care about deeply.
Yeah.
Like, they are her. And I'm like, yeah, I know her. I know Marin. She's great.
Yeah.
I've gotten fights with many incarnations of her. Some of the incarnations of her in real life are my best friends. Like, she is a great character.
Yes.
And I didn't mean to do that. She is a great character.
The land.
She's got wonderful personality.
Well-rounded.
Great.
No, but so that's not what I care about with her.
You don't have to sell me on Marin as a character.
We shouldn't have to sell anyone on her.
I live with Marin.
I know you literally live with Marin.
It's great.
We love Yazy.
I wish she was here.
She was here. But we have a main character here who is perfect. He's not a character. Like, and when you have that, the only flaw he ever shows in the series he ever shows in the show, which is one of the reasons why I enjoy the romance part of this so much, because there's not a bunch of nonsense misunderstanding
that
stuff
happens
that, like, I'm so sick of in most of these style of anime. He is just naive. And then because he's spending time with women for the first time in his life and touching grass for the first time in his life, he is becoming less naive because he's learning about the world. So his only flaw is just lack of experience. And then as the show progresses, he gets the experience. And then he is a more well-rounded person himself. And
I'd grab Gojo's booty.
but he's still not flawed. He is still self-inserty enough in the fact that if you think you're a perfect little angel and like, where's my Marin? Like,
I mean, like where I would differ from you on that is he does have a more well-rounded portrayal of like social ineptitude and social anxiety compared to guys who just like anime a lot and people are mean to them for reasons they don't understand, and then a hot woman shows up and then their life is fixed.
So is that a more accurate portrayal? Yes, but Tristan, you love the Bocchi core characters normally.
Absolutely.
You love the characters who are overwhelmed with social anxiety.
Yep.
Do you get that same sense with this?
With Gojo?
With Gojo.
Only like around girls do I feel like he has those traits. He's normal otherwise. It's like he's just has no experience with women at all. That
But
is his like major blind spot, at least at the start.
And I mean, I guess you could say he's a typical, to go against my own argument, you could say he's a typical harem protagonist because he doesn't have male friends. But that
Also
is
true.
But that is like, that's not because
That's characterization.
Yeah, that is characterization, and that's like because of his backstory. And like that's what I think makes him interesting. Is he's like not a traditionally masculine protagonist, whereas most of the protagonists of these things are traditionally masculine and bad at it.
Are they though? I feel like they don't have even enough personality to call them masculine in most shows like this.
I mean,
Like they are just inviting the audience to they're in masculine roles within society and have masculine expectations forced upon them within the Japanese context of a high schooler or a young adult.
I'm thinking about like Keitaro is the like default of this, and he's like
Why?
he's not
Keitaro from what for the listener?
No.
from Love Hina.
God dang it. That's a kill quest.
We should do a Love Hina kill quest. Oh man, but I don't want to make this podcast political. But
I do think it's very funny that the most obvious self-insert character in all of anime and manga history is from someone who ended up being a politician.
yeah,
I don't know why, but that just feels appropriate.
It fits.
it does.
You literally do not have the self-awareness to write anything other than yourself in like, it should have gone like this. And now you're here's what I really should have said that one time to the bullies.
Oh man, yeah.
He
I
says
would have
in the
them
shower.
so good.
You do got to at least give him credit for writing Negima.
No.
A little bit. Negima's
I mean, I'm gracefully Negima ignorant.
Negima's
Negima
okay.
is a pretty solid shonen battle series disguised as a harem anime.
It's only disguised as a harem anime because he didn't want to make a harem anime and he was forced to.
And
by
he was
On High.
like mandated by his editor to make a harem, but
Which is why his main
Which is why
character
they got
is
radicalized into
underage.
politics.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's the only reason the main character is underage, because he's like, no, we can't make a harem because that would be wrong. That didn't stop.
that did not stop him at all. No.
No.
In fact, when I made my video on the haremist anime, which we'll get to 100 Girlfriends eventually, when I made my video on the haremist anime, when I made my video on the haremist anime, like Negima was second for largest harem that is all actually characters prior to 100 Girlfriends dropping at the entire class. Some of them you can argue aren't really in the harem, but like, come on. I think Gojo has more personality than everybody like Keitaro combined in the entire history of harem and shonen romance.
Tenchi?
I said like Keitaro. Tenchi is not like Keitaro at all. Tenchi is a lovable piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about guys with actual personalities. Tenchi is from the pre-Love Hina Ranma era of harem anime.
Yeah.
Where like
The main characters were pieces of garbage. Thank God.
yeah, you love it. You love it.
Ursa Yatsura. Yeah.
I mean, I prefer a piece of garbage to a wet blanket any day.
Yeah. No, but like seriously, harem
Rent a
protagonist.
Girlfriend.
The one exception that I make for anime where I love the wet blanket protagonist is Girls Bravo, because Yukinari is such a parody of a wet blanket that it like wraps around to being funny again. The fact that he's
So the deconstruction is once again the
the
superior.
deconstruction. I mean, it's Aoki deconstructing the harem while making a great harem with great fight scenes.
But that's I really enjoy watching Gojo do stuff and even be romantic.
Mhm.
I think it's really lovely. He does have personality, but he doesn't have a character. And that's a very important distinction because he is still easy enough to self-insert yourself into. And that's kind of where like I'm going to take away a lot of points on this. The romance, the romance I think about the scene on the beach. The scene on the beach right after they finished finals.
Impeccable filmmaking.
Was beautiful. I'm getting shivers thinking about it. Even if I'm not hyper invested in these characters, watching Marin like take off her shoes and go into the water. They didn't prepare for this. They're the seagulls eating their burger. Like they're just having a moment, and everything is so beautifully animated and so beautiful their relationship is at such a perfect stage. Like that is like, this is youth, right? Like it felt so good to see two characters earnestly being themselves around each other and like showing just enough vulnerability to make it feel like, oh, this is a moment for both of them that they're going to remember for the rest of their lives. And it feels almost weird that we get to see it. Like I felt a little skeevy watching that scene, not because they're high schoolers, but also a little bit because of that.
Also,
like,
and I mean, what she's wearing and...
But just because like this was such a moment for the two of them as really a couple, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, wow, that's great. And I'm like, yeah, he's perfect. There's no conflict left in their relationship except for miscommunications available, and maybe I'll be proven wrong with season 2.
Not just miscommunications, like lack of confidence in both of their parts, as you know, for romance, and
so they can self-sabotage. Ooh, I love that. So,
but I mean, like what I like about Dress Up Darling is it's like a very true to life portrayal of young love. What I also like is it manages to take what you were saying, the like basic appeal of self-help romance, right? Of like this loser who doesn't get girls, and it detaches that from necessarily otaku wish fulfillment and the very basic blank slate character, and comes up with like a legitimate reason why a fully fleshed out and believable guy with individual motivations and like interests that aren't just exactly what the target audience would want to insert themselves into would be in a situation where he's awkward around girls and doesn't have a lot of friends, right? Like it like crafts with incredible verisimilitude the kind of guy who could end up in the kind of harem story. Because, you know, Dress Up Darling arguably does, you know, it's a little harem-y. Like, it's, you know, one true pair harem-y, but like he is in hotel rooms with girls in very skimpy outfits, multiple girls. Lucky man. Although, you know, luckier, I would argue, just to be with Marin, just nice him
save,
and her.
Nice save.
Yeah, no, I'm saying. Earnestly having done cosplay photo shoots and stuff. That's great. He's going in these harem-y situations, and he is, as you said, kind of a harem protagonist-y. He fills that slot, right? But he doesn't fill it as a cardboard cutout of a human being. He fills it as like a fully fleshed out character who I don't necessarily think that characters need to be flawed as long as they're creating interesting problems.
I don't think they need to be flawed necessarily. I'm just like Miles. I don't like characters that are too perfect because nobody is that perfect, and that's kind of the problem I have.
I mean, have you met me?
Yeah, I have.
See,
have you looked at the mirror yourself?
All the time.
I also wouldn't say. I mean, he is a very, like, from a romantic perspective, he's perfect.
Yeah,
you know, like, but like, you know, also he doesn't have much of a social life outside of her, and
great,
and
perfectly dedicated, only dedicated to the wife and the craft. Oh my God, ideal.
There's a reason that women like this boobily, etchy anime as much as guys do,
because of the boobily etchily stuff. That's really good too.
It is really. I mean, the boobily etchily stuff is like top 2 maybe of all time. I've seen a lot of boobily etchily anime in my life, and like I'm trying to think of better animated boobs, and I can't.
And you're like, that high schooler girl is all.
It's circles on a Genga sheet.
So
very perfectly timed and spaced circles on a Genga sheet.
Even so, I still don't love how like
the culture has
the little sisters. Sisters, like I don't want to, like, every body type is great. People have different body types, all sorts of ages. The show tries a little bit not to be as weird about the middle schooler.
Is she a middle schooler?
She's a middle schooler.
Right. The older one with like her where the joke is her older sister looks like a middle schooler, and she right. I'm just that's 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 anime. That's anime for you.
Like, it also does minimize.
That's anime.
This is a really good show to recommend to people, a lot of people.
Yeah.
And there are elements in the show that make it a little harder to recommend. I don't think that really would make it hurts its chances on the top 100 list for me, like the greatest of all time list. Yeah. It just hurts it from a recommendation standpoint, which is a little annoying because there's so much to like about the show that I have recommended it to people before. And I think anyone who likes cosplay
it's almost required watch.
Well, I mean, it's like the most accurate portrayal of cosplay culture and the
Japanese
minutia.
Japanese
cosplay culture in general too, though, and the minutia of like getting a costume on, doing a shoot.
We need to get you to watch Genshiken, sir.
Okay, we do. That's true.
Because being a weird fan who can't make a good cosplay perspective, which is most cosplayers, myself included, Genshiken, it just felt like looking in the mirror that tells me I'm perfect.
Okay, yes. From a perspective of like enthusiastic amateur hobbyist to professional cosplayer, which is what I've experienced, super accurate.
Well, and again, Genshiken has that part too. So Genshiken has the
Genshiken has both. Genshiken has
I really do got to sit down and watch Genshiken.
Genshiken has a character that is super into cosplay and has been for a long time. Also has a character that doesn't like literally anything from the show at all, and then gets dragged into the culture somewhat unwillingly.
Yeah, and Genshiken, we'll have a Genshiken episode pretty soon.
We absolutely.
I mean, I got to get working on that video that I had to watch Genshiken for. So.
I keep wanting to bring it up, but because it's basically 3 seasons, it's hard to with the episode count.
Yeah, and you really do need that full experience for
Genshiken. And knowing some of the topics that we've had before, we also need to watch Kujibiki on Balance.
Yeah.
The show within a show.
The show within a show that became an actual show.
It did.
And Kujion is actually sick as hell. So.
It is actually really good.
Like, I don't know if it's a list contender, but if you consider it part of the
Genshiken's list contender, Kujibiki on Balance is not.
No, but
Kujibiki on Balance is part of Genshiken, technically speaking.
It is a full spinoff. It is.
You could absolutely watch it without Genshiken.
Okay, but then you could have it as a footnote on the list.
Yeah, sure.
If Genshin, but I mean, we're talking about whether or not Dress Up Darling ends up on the list.
Absolutely. No, absolutely is we're talking about it.
We're talking about it. Yeah,
absolutely.
To clarify,
absolutely, we're talking about it. Absolutely not. It's not on the list because the craftsmanship part, which is my favorite part. Like, okay, the love scenes are great. There's that scene in the haunted house where the short cosplay girl is
doing the whole scaredy cat.
Is scared, and she says like, I got so jealous seeing the cosplay on Myron. And she's like really upset about how jealous she's feeling. And she's like, what you do is so beautiful. And then Gojo remembers his grandfather basically reacting to a similar compliment he gave as a kid. And I'm like,
here's the thing. You're describing all of this, and it's like you started off that description with it's not on the list, but now you're describing something that almost sounds like it would.
Yeah,
it's a great anime.
It is a great anime. It's got like there's so much emotional depth in how they interact with their hobbies.
Yes.
And that to me is the A plot of Dress Up Darling. The B plot is the romance, and that's why it doesn't bother me so much that it's a simple romance, because it's still like they do the stuff that makes the moments of connection between them feel very true to life and very beautiful and very like lived in. The beach scene. But then the main thing that they make feel lived in is the cosplay hobby. And it's like, it's one of the rare modern examples of, back in the 80s OVA era where guys where the animators would just meticulously draw every object in a room just to say that they drew every object in a room.
Yeah.
And like, even if we're talking about like the she-breasted boobily animation, that also...
Hey, I got a new anime plot.
It comes part and parcel with insanely accurate cloth physics. And that's not like, like that sounds like such a like minor thing, but that's such an amazing flex for all of the animators involved.
That like, you can tell what material.
Yeah, that you can tell what's cotton, what's
you can't even do that in real life.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, no, you're right. But But like for real,
No,
like
and the detailed, like, here, we have to come up with a budget. We have a smaller budget for this cosplay. Here's how we're going to do this. We need a DSLR that does this, and we're going to explain the mechanics of different lenses or different kinds of...
Right?
We need to... This cosplay, this is how much money it's going to be, and this is how we're going to save on costs, or here's this new technology. It's like walking you through the hobby. But that's a thing that a lot of anime do very well. Like, I read a bowling manga when I was in high school, and the bowling manga gave me way too much knowledge and detail about the world of competitive bowling, right? And I love that. Like, Yakitate Japan got me into bread baking for like 4 years. For 4 years, I actually have made most things in Yakitate Japan at one point or another.
God, I should try doing that.
I'm bad at it, but I got really into it. I had a sourdough starter before it was cool.
Now that we have a rice cooker, because we live in Japan,
make the Japan.
I want to make the rice cooker bread. But like, oh god, but like, I feel like animation wise, Dress Up Darling hits that on a level that very few things hit.
I mean, it's been a long time since we've gotten it this good.
Yeah,
it's been
from a craftsmanship perspective. But I guess this also comes back to the Gojo's Too Perfect thing. There's not really the same interesting conflict. It's more of a like, we're going to give you a 101 session from a pro who's only 16 years old, who is even perfect as a man, perfect at his craft. And yes, Gojo can take me any day, but that's not really important for like greatest of all time situation.
But I mean, yeah. So like, I mean, to me, I think that the romance is almost secondary to the exploration of the hobby, but
he's also perfect at the hobby.
He's not perfect at the hobby. It's
just ignorance, and he learns.
They got to work at photography.
He learns very quickly.
He does have impeccable skill at sewing, which makes sense because sewing
is what he does.
But also sewing tiny clothes for dolls
makes you very good at
at stitching and yeah.
It's like someone who watched nothing except for Abunai Sisters, watching it every day, and then someone gets told, I have to watch all of One Piece in 1 month. No problem.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. No, exactly. He's got the skills in place already. But like, I see where you're coming from with the lack of conflict thing, right? Yeah. But like, if we think about it as like a really solid slice of life anime with a romantic subplot, where it's just like we get to hang out with these really great characters and experience this world and this passionate hobby, you know, like it's
really solid slice of life. Men exist. Really solid slice of life. Men exist. I don't know if those two things work together.
Putting Dress Up Darling and Slice of Life is almost us acting like the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, putting loser heroines in the best slice of life.
You can't do that when I'm taking a drink.
I absolutely can.
Oh man, they did do that.
They did do that.
I mean, but
no.
I feel like it's more valid here though, because like
No.
the romance is really good.
So what you're getting out of it is a slice of lifey feeling.
But I'm getting. I mean, maybe it's just super personal for me because I've like, you know, I've been through
You've lived it.
Oh, this costume doesn't have pockets. I've got to carry your bag the whole day. The like dealing with getting sweaty through your makeup and all of the like little things down to.
Have you cosplayed, Geoff? Do you have any cosplay stories to share?
I mean, not since I became an adult. I did cosplay when I was younger.
What did you cosplay?
My very first anime convention, I got a cheap Grim Reaper costume and turned it into Manny Calavera from Grim Fandango.
Wow,
and
that's a good pick.
So
literally nobody recognized me except for one person who was like, Soul Eater.
As a fan of like old school point and click
I know,
games,
it
that
kills
hurts.
me. I worked really hard on I'm really proud of how I did the face in particular because like I didn't have a lot of materials, so I just like printed the same mask like 4 times on just printer paper, glued it together, and then I just put it on a pair of aviator sunglasses. Like I taped it to it so that it would make the eyes black, and it worked really well.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then I had black gloves that I had like the same multi-layered paper. I just put like the individual bits of his fingers on the black gloves. It was I'm really proud of that costume.
Yeah.
Pics are going to show up right now in the video.
Yeah. And then like a few years later,
Don't do that. I'm not going to get them.
I cosplayed Kentaro Oe from Golden Boy when I had long hair, which a mistake on many levels, but doing Kentaro was fun. I tried a Phoenix Wright cosplay once. It just didn't work out at all.
Phoenix?
I was Phoenix. Yeah. It didn't work out at all. I tried to do the hair without like a wig and it just didn't work at all.
Yeah, I can see that.
And also I had the wrong color blue suit because it was just my actual suit. Closet cosplay of Phoenix,
pin?
right? Yeah, I had the pin.
Okay. That's the most important part.
Yeah.
Have you ever cosplayed, Tristan?
Once. So I cosplayed once at this very con that we
Anime
are
North.
at Anime North.
At Anime North.
Who I cosplayed as changed depending on a particular question that was asked. So I would tell you that I cosplayed as Edward Elric from Fullmetal Alchemist 2003, because this was before Brotherhood came out, because I was quite young when this happened. But if anybody asked why I didn't have an automail arm, then I changed it to, no, actually, I'm Alphonse Elric from the Conqueror of Shambhala, who doesn't have an automail arm, but has everything else and looks identical. That's what I did.
There you go.
There you go.
There
Have
you go.
you ever cosplayed?
I've cosplayed quite a bit. I have not cosplayed any in 10 years probably.
Yeah.
But I've done a bunch of different Sanji outfits from One Piece. My mother would not let me do Frankie when I was in high school. She did not want me going around as a
cowardly
Speedo.
woman.
No, I think my mother was looking out for me. And the thing is, I probably could have just done it anyway. But I was trying to be respectful of her wishes, and she was looking out for me.
Yeah.
I've done Russia from Italia famously. I did that very early on in the Italia history, such that I got recognized. I got stopped every 5 feet in that year's fanime, because the anime was just coming out at this point. Like,
I mean, by that
Wait.
logic, I cosplayed as Canada from Italia for many years in front of a camera.
Oh, man. Kind of doing it a little bit right now.
in your heart of hearts, are you not always cosplaying
Canada.
As Canada from
my
Italia.
little brother?
So wait, when you were cosplaying Russia,
Oh yeah,
were you in a relationship at the time?
I got into relationships because of it.
Because you were cosplaying Italia?
I got some conflings out of it, and I got into a serious relationship. You know, like it was very successful for young Miles.
Yeah.
Very successful. But no, I just had a fun time doing it.
Man, cosplaying, I have never done it, but cosplaying a very popular series among women is like the smartest thing a man going to a con.
Oh, yeah, I went to YaoiCon
Oh my God.
I went to YaoiCon holding hands with my bro who was doing Zoro, and I was Sanji.
Oh man.
We were supposed to go. His name's Nick, and I'm Miles. So we were supposed to go as the Phoenix Wright Bros, but I couldn't find a good enough suit to be Edgeworth.
Fair enough.
Oh, that would have also been good. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Edgeworth's really hard.
Well, the thing is, like, now I don't. So without a beard, you can tell that I have no chin, and that I am a child.
Mhm.
And so I like to not have a beard. And so every time I tried to cosplay Reagan at one point, and it just like, I'm not willing to shave off my beard. So this is not this is not happening. I'm
and no anime
cosplay
characters have beards because nobody in Japan has beards. So.
That's not completely true.
Senshi has a beard.
Yes, Senshi has a beard. Senshi's not in Japan.
I don't have a
true.
Senshi beard also.
Yeah.
Nor am I physically capable. Also, his is well manicured and mine gets unruly very quickly. I really enjoy the process of cosplay. I had a lot of good cosplay groups when I was younger.
It's super fun.
Oh, I've done Isaac from Baccano.
We've talked about that, yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that.
That's a good
So
one.
like, there's all these. I really enjoyed cosplay. That part of my life is over. That's fine. I wouldn't mind doing it again. I just don't have the time. But the craftsmanship is great. And one thing, again, when coming to the craftsmanship, when I was in high school, or the summer between high school and summer, we were upgrading my friend Nick's Zoro swords. And so we made them out of wood, and we did a meticulous job. Like, it took us like a whole week in my garage. And, you know, I had taken woodworking classes, so I like knew what I was doing just enough to make these swords look actually quite good.
Man, you're reminding me of the first time I did a cosplay, like my actual first time, which was for Halloween when I was 12. And my parents made it. Mom sewed it. Dad woodworked the sword for me, which I did Inuyasha.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, my dad made a child-sized Tetsaiga for me.
That's so cool.
And also the beads. He made those out of wood.
Out of wood, yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Those are going to look so much better out of wood than what you usually see.
Yeah.
I've seen some out of wood that are like really well done. But that's so cool. You're 12?
Yeah, I was 12. I don't know if we even have the costume anymore, but I wore like my taekwondo gi underneath the
That's so cute.
Yeah, that was a fun Halloween. That was a very fun Halloween. Sorry to interrupt your story.
I was done, and also that's really
Very
lovely.
cute.
Yeah. Good memories. Cosplay is fun. I haven't had a lot of chances to do it over the years, just because like I don't personally have the technical skills for it. And while Yazy does, she wants to be working on her own stuff when she's doing it.
I'm a dumbass, and I think I can do anything. So I'm like, I know how to
Because you just looked into the mirror once, obviously.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
No, but like, my oldest was asking, I really want a Pikachu puppet. And I'm like, no problem, man. So within that day, we had gone to the craft store and gotten a bunch of fabric and stuff. I'm like, well, we don't have a sewing machine right now, so I guess I can hand sew this. So I like hand sew it, and then I make it look pretty good for a lot of the parts of it. And my wife is working on other parts of it. We're doing it together. We got this good system down. Within the same day that my son said, I want a Pikachu puppet. I'm like, and we're going and we're going and we're going. And then I try and put my hand in it after I flipped it around. And I'm like, all right, here, my lovely wife, this is only your size now. Because what happens is ego is a danger. And sewing things is hard, and craftsmanship is hard. And even if you at one point were able to hand sew things with relative skill, you don't keep that up if you haven't done it in 15 years.
Yep.
So I let this be a lesson in hubris to all of you listeners, even if you're wonderful and great like me.
I do think like one point of verisimilitude is that they could do better is more things could go wrong in the cosplay side of things.
So I would have loved to see that. Like the first one, you don't want anything to go wrong. The challenge is that it's the first time.
Mm-hmm.
But
So you wanted like a cosplay doctor character. The person that runs around with like a whole set of sewing gear and everything to fix everyone's cosplays.
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is there's more of that in 2.5D Seduction. No, 2.5D Seduction actually gets like the cosplay event con culture down decently well. Like you can tell that the author at least interviewed some real cosplayers, and there's like con mom type characters who are like, oh, I've got some extra stuff to fix up your costume, or you know, young lady, you are not going out there where you are underage. You are not cosplaying that, wearing your actual panties. Put on some spats. There's like actually like good moments in 2.5D Seduction. It's just that the overarching narrative is so much more wish fulfilling, so much more. My childhood friend became a model so that I would notice her, and then came to do sexy cosplays, which we can't release on disc because she is a model, and that would void her modeling contract because she's a model who's in love with me. Whereas like, I guess just having that next to my Dress Up Darling to me makes Dress Up Darling feel like perfectly believable.
So much better.
But even then, like I think Dress Up, even what you're saying, because I haven't watched 2.5 Seduction.
Good.
You both,
not. You should read it. You should read it. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad.
The point being, the wish fulfillment element of this show is like it's classier wish fulfillment. It's wish fulfillment that you can take home to mother type thing, right? Like it is wish fulfillment that doesn't make you feel as dirty. So if you want wish fulfillment but don't want to acknowledge you're wanting wish fulfillment, here's a beautifully animated, well-written show about a dude who is actually a character that helps you justify having a wish fulfillment show in the top 100.
Yeah, which I think wish fulfillment's an important part of anime, and I think that at a certain point, I would love to have this in the top 100. Personally, it's in my top 100, even though I forgot to put it in the top 100. But like,
so worthwhile.
But like, you know, it is wish fulfillment, right? You know, it's undeniable that it is doing the wish fulfillment thing, but it's also like,
so is Pompo though.
Yeah, so is Pompo, and
Pompo is basically Dress Up Darling for Miles.
Perhaps it is. I feel like it is much better positioned for the list than Pompo.
No.
Interesting.
No.
Oh, hold on. Talk about this.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Dress Up Darling?
Compared to Pompo?
Yeah.
Now
It's
we're
got-
in the real stuff.
No, it's got a much like if we talk about like Dress Up Darling doesn't have like a lot of innate conflict, but it's got a much tighter story. And just it doesn't have that third act bank scene. It doesn't have anything that makes me feel third act bank scene about it.
Yeah,
See,
but
that's-
it's not a
that's the
tight
biggest-
90 either.
That's the biggest problem with the argument is that freaking bank scene.
It isn't.
Yeah.
It isn't a tight 90, but it is a tight 11 episodes.
it is a
And
really tight 11 episode.
and, like,
it is a
it's-
really tight 11
nothing's
episode.
wasted.
I
And-
feel like, and maybe this is because I am an editor. So then, as much as you in your life can relate very heavily to the cosplay culture and the cosplay life, I relate very heavily to the editing life. And I feel like
okay, but like when I'm watching Dress Up Darling, I'm like, man, that's accurate. Damn, they got that perfect. Damn, they got that perfect. And when you're watching Pompo the Cinephile, you're like, what a goddamn waste of screen space.
very true, but the rest of it is accurate. And then Miles was just like,
so-
no, that makes sense because he's got 4 freaking
So when
monitors.
you're editing, in your head, you take out a big scissor sword and start slicing through all
Precisely.
the
No,
footage.
he waits till I'm talking to do that.
yeah. No, I'm editing these episodes, and then I get down to my final cut. I'm just like, this is 5 hours long. I'm just going to cut out all the Geoff bits. Which obviously, if you look back on our podcast, you'll know I don't do that.
He does not do that.
That is not possible.
But yeah, no, like I think like Dress Up Darling is like one of the tightest 11 episode runs that we've had in the last 5-6 years, probably.
You're only limiting it by 5 or 6 years because
I know, but there's been a lot of 11 episode anime in
Like
that time.
Azokin is a
Azokin?
much tighter 11.
I mean, I'd say it's an equally tight 11.
There's the, what's it called? That one.
Odd
anime
Taxi's tighter.
Odd
Taxi's
Taxi's
tighter.
super
Odd
tight.
Taxi is the tightest 11 episodes.
There's that one video game anime you really like that came out on Netflix about the cyberpunk thing. Edge Runners.
If you gave me like a second, I was going to say something really funny like Devil May Cry. No.
Yo ho ho. I think that's kind of the problem is like it's what we're trying to do is both say we like the show, we enjoy it. There are many people and places that we would recommend it, but at the same time
It's not an
saying
all-timer.
it's
But I
not
mean-
an all-timer. And
I
that's
mean-
the problem.
So here's the thing.
I enjoyed it. I finished it, which considering
good.
the amount of stuff that I watch on
But
a
as-
seasonal
as-
basis, I finished it, which like I only finished some.
You finished it.
I
You're
did.
You're gonna watch the second
I
season,
absolutely
which is
am
out
going to
now.
watch the second season,
As
which
we're
we hope is out
talking,
now.
hopefully.
Well, actually, here's a good case in point. I didn't finish it. I dropped it after 3 episodes because I'm like, I'm good. That was good. I had a good time.
But then you went back and you watched the beach
Because you
scene.
forced me to watch the whole show.
and was the beach scene not worth it?
Literally, episodes like 7, 8, and 9 are like, oh, this is a really good show. Like,
Right?
this is a really good show. Again, when I say really good show, it's still not that, doesn't have that completeness that I'm looking for. Because I'm thinking of all these tight 11s like Odd Taxi or like Place Further Than the Universe or the tight 8 of Crybaby, Devilman Crybaby, right? Like thinking
Or Princess
of
Jellyfish.
or Princess,
Princess Jellyfish.
right? Like I'm thinking of all these very tight shows that do so much and give me so much, and I get those same Doki Dokis from those.
You know what's really hilarious? We're talking about tight 11 episode shows, and nobody has yet mentioned Konosuba.
Because that's three
Tight
tight
11. Actually, no,
Is it though?
it's 2 tight 10s and 1 tight 12. Which is 3.
Averages out
Averages
Averages
out to
out.
almost 3 tight 11.
statistically 3 tight 11s.
But as like the tightness goes, like that is, there are tighter 11s.
But
I
are
will
there
give-
tighter clothes than what Marin wears?
No.
Yeah.
But also like
This is a real reason.
Why do you think he likes Kowloon Wald romance?
Kowloon generic
romance.
Because Reiko is the hottest
hotter than
woman
Marin.
I've seen it. No.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
yeah, even hotter than Marin, yeah. Although Marin is really hot, but like the thing, I feel like ecchi is an important part of anime culture.
Hold on, I actually need to. So yesterday we were talking about this. This is a Geoff point.
Okay.
Yesterday we were talking about
When were we talking about
during
this?
our panel.
Yes.
We were talking about in the Kowloon generic romance girl. What's her name again?
Reiko.
Reiko being. I think you both agreed that Reiko is the hottest anime character since Teacher Yoko and Gurren Lagann.
Yes.
Yeah,
You didn't even think about Marin.
you're right, but that's because Maybe it's
And you should have, because
mentally.
you
should
should have
have.
rewatched it recently for this podcast.
I didn't rewatch it recently
didn't
for this
need to.
podcast because I remember it.
This is burned in his soul.
Yeah, it is burned in
Apparently
my soul.
not enough, though.
Well,
Didn't bring it up.
no. This is my point. Is
Okay.
that in his heart of hearts, he may be, while he's trying to defend this show,
Yes.
he's trying to put Marin up on a pedestal.
Mm.
But in his heart of hearts, he has to go all the way back to Yoko Littner.
I have to, well, no, like the thing is with Marin, yeah, you know, you're right that I don't think that she's as hot as
Draco.
Then what are we doing here?
But but
She doesn't need to be.
she's also a minor, which is true.
Yeah, I know. I actually, that was,
Yeah.
in fairness to Geoff, I'm being very unfair to Geoff. I want
Yeah.
everyone to know we literally said of adult character.
Yeah.
Well, that was a specification, so I'm actually lying here.
Yeah, I mean, like if I was a teenager right now in current year, I think Marin would be like the hottest. But also in terms of like how she's animated, there is very
It's
little.
really nice.
Yeah, there's
Very
very little
pleasant.
that touches it, and like I think that good ecchi animation is something that we should be celebrating at some points on this list. I think it's an important part of anime. Yum yum yum. I love trash. Gobble gobble gobble.
Here's the
And this isn't trash.
but on the point of ecchi, right? Like,
Yeah.
I get more out of Kawakami and Persona 5 the animation than I get out of Marin.
Mm.
No, hold on. Because when I see Marin, I see her talking and acting and she's a child.
Mhm.
Like, so I just like, I don't actually, like, I'm like, that is very impressive physics going on your breast right now. That is aesthetically pleasing, but that's kind of the end of it for me because I don't feel that same, like,
yeah, because you're
attraction.
yeah.
I'm
yeah.
very like MILF pilled, I guess.
Mhm.
yeah.
Sure.
I think we all are at this point in our lives.
Sure.
But I mean, we also
Love Kawakami from Persona 5.
Absolutely.
teacher Yoko over
To each their own.
regular Yoko.
Yeah.
Teacher Yoko over regular Yoko.
We did specify that.
Yeah,
for a
we
reason.
did. Reiko. We're all Reiko enjoyers. But like,
Absolutely.
I think if I was a teenager right now, Dress Up Darling would be like,
Your favorite anime. Top 10.
no,
It'd be top 10.
it might be top 10. Yeah, it might actually be top 10. And like, it would probably be like the top of my ecchi. And the thing is, what makes me think that it's a really good candidate for the list as a representation of like guys who haven't seen a woman in 6 months because they've just been at their animation desks the whole time can do when they really put their minds to it.
Problem is that those guys would prefer people that look like Seiko.
That's not. I mean, there is a
Throwback.
No, there's a
but
spectrum.
There's a spectrum.
When I think of anime like that, right?
Yeah.
Not only is this like a peak example of that kind of animation, but then it's also, as we've been saying, the kind of thing that you can put on for pretty much anybody. And like,
There are elements to the show that make me not want to do that.
yeah, it's difficult, but like if you actually get somebody to sit down and watch it with you, they will probably be more into the story than they are turned off by any of that stuff. And as we've both pointed out, there are a lot of women who really like Dress Up Darling as a story. And it's the kind of thing that like, if you recently got into a relationship with a girl who likes anime as a guy, and you're like sitting down, like trading, I watch a favorite show, you watch a favorite show. That is the kind of thing that you could watch with your anime liking girlfriend, and both of you have like a really good time.
Saying, I wish you were more like this.
I mean, I guess I'm not seeing it that way because I literally live
joking,
with Marin.
But yes, also yes.
Yeah.
So you like it because it's the closest thing to a self-insert about your own life. Not wrong.
Artsy, socially, except I have male friends. So
And you don't make dolls for a living.
He makes art for a living.
I do make art for a living.
He's a craftsman of sorts.
Yes, of sorts. Just not with dolls specifically.
Yeah, okay.
Can't be a perfect one-to-one.
An anime can't be made for like the 3 people who still do this.
I mean, if we think about Pompo,
We still needed hockey anime before
Pompo
that.
is animators talking about animating by making a film about filmmakers.
Talking about filmmaking.
Talking about filmmaking by making a film about an orchestra. This is what all art about art ends up being to a certain extent.
Hey, dog, I heard you like editing.
Yeah, I heard- but
Yeah, imagine being at the editor's table for Pompo and having the editor scene on your 5 screens.
yeah.
You know, like 4 screens, whatever.
To me, I think Dress Up Darling has more of a claim to the list than Pompo.
I actually am like they're at the same level for me. I personally much prefer Pompo, but I also think
Oh boy.
I do. But I'm the thing is, neither of them are on the list.
Pompo was at 90 at best.
Yeah.
Papa was 90
I know,
at best.
see, I think
Okay, where is
Dress
it on
up-
your top 100, Jeff?
for me,
Yeah.
Not on his top 100.
I mean,
No,
when
where
I
would you put it on your personal one? Not the
No.
joint one,
Yeah.
but on your personal one because you neglected to add it in the month since you recommended
bottom
it.
20
Okay, so if it's not even in your top half, and it's certainly not
in
like,
either of your top halves.
If I had to extend my list out to be 200 titles, I don't think my Dress Up Darling would really make it.
For me, it might, but it would be between the 150, 200 range.
Yeah, and if it did, it would be at the bottom.
Yeah.
And the thing is, again, I really enjoyed it. I really got a lot out of it. Thank you
Absolutely.
for making me watch the whole thing, Jeff,
You're welcome.
through professional bag. But like Tristan and I are aligned on this.
Okay. Well, that's fair. We are also going to be seeing a second season, which might shake up your opinions a little bit.
Maybe make it worse because we go from a tight 11 to all of a sudden, hey, there's only bullshit drama or there's no drama.
It depends on what it does.
It
Yeah.
really can't do
We'll leave
anything
it
other
open.
than those two routes realistically while still being true to what it is.
Yeah, I think I
It
haven't
could
read the
surprise
manga,
us.
but I think it goes for a low drama route. But again, I'm looking at it as a
Give me a second couple.
I'm looking at it mostly as cosplay slice of life with a side of really good romance and like a second side of the best ecchi on TV, arguably for a very long time.
And because I don't think it's a good romance. I think it's a really satisfying romance.
Yeah. And there's a difference there.
It's an emotionally cathartic romance.
Sure, it's fan
And-
service.
Yeah, it's emotional fan service.
Emotional fan service.
It's more than emotional
But
fan
I mean-
service, let's be clear, but
I mean, no.
It's fan service of all sorts, but
Yes.
the emotional sort is there. And
It
if you
is.
took out all the ecchi elements, I would still call this a fan servicey.
And that,
Yeah.
But that's like it's equal opportunity fan service. There is a guy as perfect as the girl, and it is
no, she's flawed.
no, she's way more flawed than
She
he
is
is.
way more.
One of the reasons why Marin is such a great character, and
Is she's flawed? Yeah,
you
yeah.
like are obsessed with her immediately. Like I was so drawn to her. Like I know her. Like I know her. She is so wonderful, so
But I
lovely
mean, the character writing is really good.
Yeah.
for her and her alone.
No, for all of the cosplayers, and
It's fine.
You know, it's a very
It's fine for the roles that they play in
it's
the show.
a very well developed cast, I think. And
Yeah.
and what I like about Dress Up Darling, to get back to the fan service thing, is it is fan service that anybody can enjoy. That like you can, I mean, anybody
Not
who's not like
anybody.
a prude. Like I said, if you sit down and watch this with your anime enjoying girlfriend, even if she only watches shoujo romance type stuff, she'll probably be like, oh, that Gojo's pretty cute. And the romance stuff is emotionally cathartic for men and women, which is not something that you get in most of these things. Most of the time it's like the emotionally cathartic romance stuff is validating the man's hangups. And I've seen way too many of these things.
Yeah.
So,
maybe
I
that's
mean,
why I'm
so
ranking
this
it
is-
so
yeah,
high, because
you're
it's
like best of a class that I am like, this is a class of anime I don't care about. And so there's this giant bucket of anime. You could call it a blind spot. I would call it a well-researched area that I found radioactive waste in, and so I'm staying away from it, right? But you live in that toxic dump site. Shea Garbage is literally situated right in front
on top
the
of it.
highway, cutting through the toxic waste
and
stuff.
He is the Oscar the
and
Grouch.
dress up darling. Dress Up Darling is the cream of the garbage crop.
The Geiger counter went like nothing over it. You go over it and you're like, oh wow, this is the one speckling starlight.
I mean, not the one, but
like this is the pure one. This is where you're like, all right, let's get you away from all this other radioactive nonsense. As soon as I get
no, I get
Yeah.
but
I like a lot of these anime, but also this is just like when I think of best anime of all time, we're not going through Shea Garbage for all that much. And so with you, contextually, this is cream of the crop.
for a genre that neither of you has any interest in
For
whatsoever.
a crop, I'm not hot on you.
But to me, it's just like I do like fan servicey shonen romance, and I think this is probably as good. I mean, except for 100 Girlfriends, which we'll get to, and
which
will
I
be on
really
the
like
list.
too.
And if I have to fight you for one of them, 100 Girlfriends is the one that we will throw down in this hotel room right now. Tristan, you will die.
He's gonna kill you.
Welcome to Quest for the
Bye.
Bye.
Next time on Quest for the Best, Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within.